see them in the back?
Hmm.
They're beautiful, aren't they?
I see this too.
You do? How is that possible? Is it reflecting off of this?
Put your hand down. Go back right there. Right there.
Ah,
It's
okay.
reflecting from
I
right
can
there.
take care of that for you. Hold on. How's that?
Like,
Is that better?
yeah.
Alrighty. What's today, sweetie?
12th.
12th?
Mother's Day.
Mother's Day. I'm sorry. Thank you. It's just been a long day, hasn't it?
Yep.
Here we go. Oh my God. 3, 2, 1, go. Greetings, family. How you doing? Welcome to another one of your FRANK26 UB2Bs. It is the 12th of May, 2024. Happy Mother's Day. My mother's in heaven. My mother-in-law is in heaven. My grandmothers are in heaven. My great-grandmothers are in heaven. I salute them all. And I thank God above for my lineage. Thank you, mothers around the world. And for those of you that qualify as with the title of mother, you don't have to give birth. Happy Mother's Day. I welcome you, family, to another one of your KTFA, our KTFA UB2Bs, our shorts. What's the title of your UB2B? While you look at that title, allow me to pray for our conference call tonight. Abba, Heavenly Father, the title of our UB2B is I Made a Mistake. Every time I make a mistake, I embarrass myself in front of you. For I ask everyone to take our study to you in prayer. I'm grateful for the gentleman that made me aware of this, and I'm grateful for what we're about to do tonight. And I ask you to give me the strength. I have no problems admitting when I'm wrong. I just have problems having to admit it and correct it. I'm sad about this, but I'm also excited. I'm also excited because the information was correct. Help me, God. Help me that I can fix this, and in doing so, I would be able to honor and glorify you. In the precious name of your Son, Jesus, I pray, amen, amen. By the Holy Spirit, amen. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're here to talk about the Iraqi dinar, and everything that I say to you is just strictly in my opinion. In the last 2 days, we have brought to you something that was on the CBI website and all the way back in January of this year. Now, the thing is that when we brought this information to you, I was going under the impression that what I was seeing was correct. But what I was seeing, unfortunately, was incorrect. And I reported it to you incorrectly. There's a gentleman on the internet, what's his, W. Duke, I think it is. W. Duke, I know you're pissed off as heck. I know you're angry at me, but the reason why you were removed is because you were belligerent. Because you said you wanted to sue me, I think it was, or whatever. You said, I know you were angry, but sir, really? We're not cavemen, okay? If I made a mistake, I made a mistake. Now, what really angered you, sir, is that my staff removed you. Yeah, when you said that I was wrong, when you said that you were going to sue me, when you said all those nasty things, there's an automatic process that my staff follows. They don't even have to call me. I tell them, this is what you do. You remove them. So when you were being helpful, and they were not listening to you, you became defensive. And when you did by saying those, that wasn't very polite of you. Well, of course you were removed. But then when my wife made me aware of your email, and I went back and I looked at what we had presented in the last 48 hours, I said, doggone it. This man, W. Duke, is correct. In fact, there were three other people that told me. Two had posted on our forum, and one had called me. And they said to me, "You're wrong." And I said, "No, no, I believe I'm right. I have no problems admitting when I'm wrong, and I'm here to apologize to all of you. Yeah, and even to W Duke. And by the way, we put you back in W Duke. You're back in premium. If you don't want nothing to do with us because you're angry, it's okay. I understand. Take care. God bless you. But I do salute you, and I do respond to your email. In fact, I even sent you an email apologizing to you directly. Gave you my phone number. I said, call me. I'll be glad to apologize with my voice. Got no problems when I'm wrong. But in reality, we're not wrong. Now, here's what happened. You ready? It turns out that the CBI website, since January, has been teaching the Iraqi citizens about the monetary reform. Well, that's wonderful. And on the CBI website, there is this picture, and it's talking about fills. Now, we already talked about fills the last 48 hours, and you've had your fill with fills. You know what it is. It's the fractional part of the monetary reform that represents the change that would be given back. The fractional banking structure of the monetary reform. Now, what happened was that a friend of mine sends me this picture, and he says, "Look, Frank, look at that. Oh, have you? This is on the CBI website." I said, "Yeah, well, they're probably talking about the lower, not the lower denominations. They're probably talking about the fills that will be coming out in paper form, you know." In family, we even have two articles in our final article thread that explain to you, and I believe it was from last year around September, October, November. And in the article, it says we have intentions, the CBI, to bring out coins. Okay, they even showed it's silver on the outside perimeter and gold in the middle. Yeah, and they explained it, and then they said, and we're also going to bring out fills in paper form. So when this was sent to me and I looked at the picture, I counted the zeros and I said, it's got three zeros. Here, you can see the three zeros here. You see them right there? Can you see it? Tell me when. Did it go away? Right here. They're right here. See where my finger's at?
Yes.
So that to me was a 1,000 based on the color. The color. But this is a 1,000. This is a 1,000. And that is the true color of a 1,000 note. So I thought, oh, that must be the, those must be the fills in paper form. I've never seen anything like that. Remember I told you? Hey, ring a ding ding. Eddie, take this to your bank friend. Tell me what he says. Mr. Frank, he said he never seen anything like this before. I-team, what do you think? We don't know. It's been there since January. But look on top. What does it say? No date. That tells you something, Frank. We're not too sure what this is. So, as the day went by, W. Duke made me realize, Frank, and three other people in the last 48 hours, they said, Frank, this picture that's on the CBI website, it's actually a 5,000 note. I said, no, it's not. Yes, it is. So then I went to go look up the 5,000 note, but the 5,000 note is blue. It's blue. But look at the picture above. Look at the first picture. Can you see the first picture? See the first picture? It looks like it's got some kind of a mountain, some kind of a road, some kind of a river, some kind of flower. I don't know, but it looks like it's outdoors, okay? All right. Oops. And that picture is that picture. You see the same picture, the mountains and whatnot.
It's out of focus.
It's out of focus? Really? They can't see it?
It's out of focus for me.
Well, look
There,
here.
there
What's
you go.
important, family, is the color. This is the wrong color. This is the wrong color for a 5,000 note. Therefore, I thought, oh, this must be the new fill notes that are going to be coming out. No, it's not. I humbly apologize. This is a 5,000 note that is the wrong color. It's discolored. You know, the lighting, the picture that they took, it just threw me off. That is the real color. And when you look at the top picture, that top picture is this picture. And it shouldn't be green, it should be blue. And this is what a real 1,000 note looks like. So my question is, if that's what the 1,000 note looks like right now, which, you know, they're going to get rid of the 30 notes, what will the notes look like that represent the fills in paper? And that's also what caused me to say, wait a minute, something's not right here. Why would they have a 1,000 fill note? I can see maybe a 500, a 250, a 100, a 50, or you give back change. So as of last night, even I started to wonder, what's going on? And then this morning I get my staff that tells me there's somebody on our farm that wants to sue you. I said, sue me for what? Because you say that you are a, what is it? They said, oh, because he says,
Agent. A license.
he says, Frank is a liar. He's lying about this. Well, I'm sorry. I'm not lying. I made a mistake. Oh, sorry for that. Hold on a second. Oh, dear God, I hung up on...
No.
Oh, no, I still got you. I'm sorry. Hold on, brother. Anyways, family, so... What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So the individual, Duke, that you're mad as can be, I want you to let go of it, okay? Just come back and continue to study with us. You've been with us since 21, I believe it is. I already apologized to you. If you're not man enough to accept my apologies, so be it. But we won't allow you to become rude or belligerent. And you want to sue me because I say I am a registered agent with a licensed broker with the United States Treasury. And you think I'm a liar? No, sir, I am not. God bless you, okay? Now, ladies and gentlemen, you got a pencil and paper? Good, because I'd like for you to listen to the following. If you forgive me that I jumped the gun and told you, hey, this represents the lower denoms in paper form, which I thought, wait a minute, mathematically that doesn't even make any sense, Frank. What are you talking about? And I have corrected it because we realized, wait a minute, the colors were the wrong. It's not my fault. The colors is what threw us off. Okay, so I apologize. Now, I do not apologize about what we taught because it was 100% true. Ladies and gentlemen, the CBI is teaching the Iraqi citizens about lower, right now they're teaching them what is called lower notes. But they're also teaching them about coins. And you know that. You know that. You've seen the articles. And they're also teaching them about the fills, the coins in paper form. Do you want to believe this? Do you want to believe me on this? If you do, get a pencil and paper, and here's what you do. Step number 1, go to the CBI website. And by the way, I'm going to just read this off to you, okay? And then you can go back and you can re-listen to it if you want. But for those of you that are students, or for those of you that say, hey, I don't know if Frank's telling me the truth, I hope this helps you. Go to the and when you write this down and you go and do these steps, you'll realize, oh, the CBI is talking to the Iraqi citizens about fills. Yeah. Step number one, go to the CBI website. The first thing you want to do, translate into English. You will find this at the very top. Number two, oh, by the way, before I go to number two, this can vary between Androids and Apple phones. Number three, you realize the information I'm giving you is powerful. What have you done for me lately, Frank? Number three, once you translate, it'll take you to their homepage, and you have translated into English. Now, on that English page, on the top of that home page, at the very bottom right hand side, you will see. You need to scroll to the bottom, okay, and you will see some categories. There are four of them. The first category is government, World Bank. Number two, I think that's right. We are the people. I make a note of that. Number one, I think if I said that right. Number one, government, World Bank. Number two, you'll see the category economic and financial institutions. Category number three, financial statements, financial positions, and bank sales. And finally, number four, you'll find a link, a category, well, it is a link, a category of internal links. Step number four, then on the categories of internal links, look for archives. Archives. You will see four boxes. Actually, two. Pardon me. You need to fill in these boxes. Like, for example, put January the 1st up to, let's say, May the 12th. It'll drop down a menu. It'll say to you, news, videos, photos. In these boxes, you put the correct time frame that you want, the dates that you want, and then hit select. And these boxes will drop down, and you will be able to search. You go to the date that you want, hit search, and it shows every news article. It shows every news article that the CBI has put out from that date that you put in there. For example, June the 15th, 2024. Or excuse me, January, pardon me. June. For example, January the 15th, 2024. Quote, instructions and standards for the circulation and exchange of bank notes, counting and sorting mechanisms. Wow, doesn't that sound like a good topic? Doesn't that sound like a good read from the CBI to the Iraqi citizens about their monetary reform? Yeah. And in the process, family, step number 6, you will see where they're talking about all these licenses that banks are being provided with. But they talk about fills. They talk about coins. There's a section, Amendment number 56, 2004, that's talking about these fills. Anyways, I hope this helps you. I hope you accept my apology. And now what I'm going to do is I want to bring in somebody we call We the People. We the People, please come in. Are you there, sir?
Yep, can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear. Let me just double check. Give me 1, 2, 3 countdown.
1, 2, 3.
Family, what you think? Is that loud enough? You could hear them okay? All right, We the People, I want to thank you for helping me. And I also want to thank you for being understanding and being cordial, being polite, being studious with me, and realizing that, oh, wait a minute. That is not a 1,000 note. The color threw us off. That's a 5,000 note. But the place that you got this information from, they're talking about the fills, aren't they? I'm gonna let you talk, brother. Give me your opinion about what's going on here.
So that's $5,000 note now. Actually used to be a 5 dinar note. back in 20 years ago, I guess, whatever it was.
And by the way,
Um,
you said that $5,000 note. You mean that 5,000 dinar note? Go ahead.
Correct. That 5,000 dinar note. That used to be a 5 dinar note back 20 years ago or whenever before Saddam Hussein, and they had the old other round of currencies. What they did was they added the 3 zeros. If you go and look on the CBI website, it will give you every single currency they've ever had, every single news document and they put out. It will tell you the financial statements. It will tell you anything and everything you want to know.
Good.
You just have to be patient and willing to dig
I
dig.
I like that statement, we the people. You said that anything that you want to know about the monetary reform you can find on the CBI website?
It'll tell you the exchange rates for all the big countries, Japan, Chinese, the Arab Emirates, Jordanian dinar. It'll tell you how much gold is going for 24 ounces. It'll tell you, it'll take you to the Ministry of Finance site. It'll take you to the President of the Republic of Iraq site. It will take you to the financial statements for the past 10 years or more. It will take you to all of the banking and laws and legislations, the monetary policy,
Amendments?
who works at the central bank, everybody. It'll tell you anything and everything you want to know about the Central Bank of Iraq.
So you started to dig. I gave you a shovel, and you ended up getting a backhoe, and you dug and you dug and you dug and you dug, and the next thing you know, you came across this picture, but you came across data, wording, information, and you sent it to me. In fact, let me see if I can find it. Remember you sent me those documents?
Yeah, so once you get to, and that's another thing about that, when you go down to the internal links and you go into the archives page,
Uh-huh.
once you do that, it's gonna, if you type in whatever dates you select, and you say you want to go from, January 1st to January 31st, that'll pull up January 2024, every news article and statement that the CBI's put out. Once you click on one of those statements, you cannot go any further.
Oh.
So in order for you to go any further, you have to translate that back to Arabic, then figure out how to get the file out of the CBI website and put into a translating app to translate the Arabic to English.
That is a very
That's
good...
where it gets kind of complicated and
I was just
a
going to
little
say...
bit more extra work.
I was just going to say, that is a very good point, my friend, to make sure that they understand that. First, go into the translation and then bring it back. And by the way, family, if you can see this, let me see if I can blow it up a little bit.
And also remember that Arabic, reads right to left. They don't read left to right like we do.
This is what
in
you're
English.
And this is what you're looking for. Did you hear what he said, by the way? Arabic, you have to read it right to left. But this is what you're looking for. These documentations, there's a view of what it looks like. Here, let me show you. Done. And there are many of these pages. And all of these pages are talking about how they're going to be introducing the fractional banking structure through fills. Yeah, we got the lower notes, but we also want to tell you about this part in the fill. Look at it. I mean, it's document after document after document. And continue, sir. Continue.
So you can do this on all the websites. If you get in the Bank of the International Settlements, the BIS, you can even get on the IMF website, which is who says yes or no to changing the exchange rate of currency anyways. You can get on that website and start digging. And you would be surprised the calendars you find of when they're working, when not they're working. You'd be I don't know, you would be very surprised at what you find.
I will admit, I will agree with you. It is amazing what you can find on that CBI website. But you've got to be patient. You've got to be a student. You have to have a desire. I mean, look, we just told them step by step on how to do this, we the people. We just showed them the documents that they have to look for, didn't we? So, and you are giving them a hope, an encouragement that yeah, you just simply dug until you found all of this information. And when you sent it to me, we thought, oh, that must be the notes that they're going to use for the fractional banking, because we've never seen this color. Eddie's
And
back.
just so everybody knows, you can, if you ever have any question about any kind of Iraqi dinar, go to the CBI website, translate it to English. On the left-hand side, there's going to be a tab that says currency. Once you click on that says currency, you can go down and select circulated banknotes.
Yeah.
It'll actually, below that, it'll tell you withdrawn banknotes. It'll tell you what's old and what is not in circulation, what is in circulation. You can actually even go in there and buy collector items like
Yeah.
the old fuels and coins from 30 years ago.
We mentioned that, I think 3 or 2 UB2Bs ago, that the reason why this was also happening was because of collectibles and
Yep.
collectors of currency, and they knew about it. You see, people only heard what was wrong. I gave so much information that was valuable, but this one little mistake, unfortunately, shadows all of our efforts, all of our work. What we released was powerful. If they're talking
For
about
me,
this right now, it is, to me, 100% proof that there are going to be a new exchange rate. I'm sorry, go ahead, sir.
in your defense, Frank,
I'll
that
take it.
picture was all messed up to beginning.
Say that again.
To
In my
begin
in
with.
my in my defense, what?
In your defense, that picture was totally messed up to begin with.
I
The
know.
coloration was off.
I know, right?
Everything about that was off. It was white on the edges, green in the middle, yellow on the.
I
It was
was
just
I was so embarrassed because my staff.
we just got excited and went too
Yeah,
fast, too quick.
yeah. But ironically enough, what we gave, what we taught is true. Is
Correct.
100% true. It's just that I had the wrong bill. And the information is on the CBI website. One more time, my brother, before you say goodbye, tell these people that they gotta dig.
Everything you want to know about Iraqi's currency, Iraqi's government, who's in the Iraqi government, what kind of degrees they have in schooling, when they were born, anything you want to know, you can find you can find out the financial statements for the last 10, 15 years on there. You can even contact them if you want to send them an email.
You're,
Send
you're
an email to the media office.
okay, that's enough. You're revealing too many of our sources. This poor gentleman, what's his name again? W. Duke. God bless you, sir. He says to me, my friends in Iraq, they've never seen this before, and they know people in Parliament. And I thought to myself, well, that's not very impressive. and then he says, and my family knows Halabusi. Yeah, the guy they're kicking out.
Oh,
Okay,
Lord.
okay.
It's even worse in Parliament.
I know, and I thought, no, just leave this man alone and give him credit that he is right. And I do need to
Sure
come
he
on.
is.
I do need to come on and apologize. And I need
Sure.
to get a hold of my dear friend, We the People, and be by my side as we talk to the family that what we gave them was 100% true. It's just that the color threw us off.
At the end of the day, Frank, we're all humans. We all make mistakes. If you learn from them and move on, that's the biggest thing.
They don't consider me to be human. They saw my UFO.
Oh, yeah.
They saw my UFO a couple of days ago. Anyways, God bless you. Thank you kindly, and I'll talk to you in the future, all right?
Thanks, Frank.
You
See
bet.
you, man.
God bless. Bye-bye. Go blue. That's go blue. Alrighty. What do we got next, honey bunny?
Eddie.
What's today? I already said Happy Mommy's Day. But today is Sunday. Tell me, family, what was it that I had plans for you for today on Sunday? Let's give them a few minutes and see if they remember. In fact, he called yesterday when we were at Pearl Harbor. And I talked to him. Does anybody remember what I told you that we may have for you on Sunday today?
Number 1 report.
Who's saying that?
Dorothy.
Dorothy? Hi, Dorothy. You say number 1's report. Yeah. I want to take the day off because I thought that I needed to apologize. I needed to deal with this. I felt really bad. Remember when I say to you, take my conference calls to God in prayer? Well, God must have told W. Duke, tell Frank he's wrong. And Frank listened. Unfortunately, by the time the information got to me, my staff had already removed this individual only because they were being nasty. You don't act that way. I don't care if you were right or not. You don't talk that way in our forum. You can talk that way at other places, but not with us. So I think what I want to say to you, family, is that I don't want to share anything right now. I want you to absorb my apology. I want you to forgive me. I'm sorry. But again, I would say that 99.9% of what we gave you was true. It's just that color that threw things off. I will leave you with this walking stick, and number one has been talking to Walking Stick for a few days. Every day he's been giving an update. Number one went to Hong Kong to buy more to establish and open more banks for the CBI. We've got today, who was it? Italy, I think two other countries that are coming into talking with Sudani, which is really, really good, very powerful. Eddie, I haven't even seen, hold on, let me see, because I told him, I said, Eddie, I need your help on this, man. What's going on? What do you think? He says, Mr. Frank, yeah, my bank friend says, no, I've never seen that note before. Give me some time. I'll ask my supervisors and see what we can come up with. And he never responded, or he hasn't yet. And then Eddie says, we do have the television that's saying that Iraq. That,
You got a glare. There, right there.
we do have the television saying that Iraq already self-sufficient. We are self-sufficient on gas and now on exporting the surplus. And nobody here that we know of talks anymore about anything negative. Now, Mr. Frank, once again, concerning this bill that you're asking about, we've been asking everybody. We've been asking even the bank guy friend, no, nothing he says. No, we don't know anything about that. No wonder they were confused too. I messed them up. I already apologized. In fact, here we go. I said to him, Eddie, I'm sorry, brother. Well, it turns out that the note on the CBI side is a 5,000 note, but the color was wrong, and that's what caused the confusion. Sorry about that. He says, he says, well, okay. And then he said, well, that explains why he said, I've never seen that green color in 1,000 note. No, Eddie, and neither did I. And I jumped the gun. You know, in all honesty, I just jumped the gun. That's all there was to it. We have somebody that just texted me right now that says, hey, Frank, don't worry about it. We love you, brother. Ignore the haters. None of that will matter soon. Ooh, 770, thank you. I agree with you. None of that is going to matter very soon. You can see the evidence. It's very obvious. Let's see. So what else was Eddie saying to me here? Correct. I said to him, correct. And that's what caused all the confusion. Okay. Hey, Frank, Eddie says, it's okay. And also on the television, they say we have over 100 billion in oil reserves. They keep talking to us, Mr. Frank, on how they can back up this new exchange rate. This is good, right? I said, Eddie, do me a favor. Tell your bank friend that I'm also very, very sorry that I made this mistake. And he says, okay, sending, and that's about it, family. So I'm going to leave our UB2B giving you some beautiful flowers. In fact, for Mother's Day, let me get one. I hope I don't get yelled at. Well, I know what I can do. I'll pick these up. Happy Mother's Day, sweetheart.
Thank you.
I love you.
Love you too.
Thank you for the two beautiful children that came into our lives. God bless you, KTFA family. God bless you, mothers. Y'all take care of each other. Pray for each other. Lift each other. I'm sorry that I'm not sharing today. I had to fix that problem. But oh boy, will we share tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.